All right, everyone, welcome back. It's Chaim here with Detective Americana. We are heading down to the river. Low tide is in about 20 minutes, so let's see what we can find. All right, we made it down. It's already pretty low. We still got about 10-20 minutes, like I mentioned. It is going to be very hot today, or it is already hot and humid, so I don't know how much I'm going to film. I'll try and show you, obviously, the highlights and just some other stuff. So in the wrap-up, if there's some random stuff that you didn't see, that's why. All right, there's a ton of tiles in general, so I'm actually going to start taking them all and making a lot for my Etsy page. So there's the first one, a nice yellow one, but I'm not going to film most of them. Well, that was very quick. In a spot where this is the beginning of my the spot, I never ever find a marble here, but look at this. That's crazy, but we'll take that. What a start. Okay, I stood up and I saw that. We did have crazy rains last night, which is another reason why I came down. So yeah, got ourselves to die. Well, that's a crazy start. All right, that yellow thing looks like a flower. It was a flower, but it's kind of cute. 4-leaf clover. We'll take it. I see some red. All right, nothing. All right, yeah, but here's a nice washout, which is where I just found that marble and dye. But yeah, the rain was not last night. It was the afternoon, evening. But yeah, anyways, yeah, let's keep on going. What a start. I've mentioned and asked before if anybody knows what these are. I don't know if they're natural, but I find a lot of, circled out pieces of wood. If anybody knows what these are, if it's natural, if it's not, let me know. I found another letter like this. I want to say it was a G. So something is being spelled. This is the second letter like this I found. Interesting. Well, would you look at that? Is that an elephant, folks? Is it gonna be glass? Oh, I think it's plastic. What a beautiful, cute little find. It actually might be glass. It's very light, but it sounds like glass. I don't know. I thought this resembled something, like a figurine. It kind of does. It's kind of worn. I'll take it and see if I can ID it at some point. But yeah, interesting little piece. See that red thing? Bing, bang, bang, bong. That's a beauty. All right, there we go. Look at that one. Beauty. Green swirl. Long range key. Good shape too, nice. I think I've mentioned it before a few times in my videos that I think this is slag glass. I'm gonna start taking some pieces home and yeah, probably end up on my Etsy shop. But yeah, small pieces, big pieces. But this one little spot right here has got them everywhere. So yeah, we'll take some. All right, here are all the pieces of what I believe is slag glass, which is like a byproduct of glass manufacturing, I believe. It's kind of like a conglomerate, I think, of just all different glass. But yeah, different sizes. It does look like obsidian, but based off of just where I found it and stuff, I believe it is slag. All right, that blue thing, it's broken, but if you recognize the shape, if you've watched my videos a few times here or there, this is vitrite, bottom for old light bulbs. All right, this looks like another piece of uranium glass. We'll put a light to this at the end. All right, everybody, welcome back to another wrap up here. As you saw, this was another trip down to the Hudson River to do some mudlarking during low tide. It was very hot, so like I mentioned, a lot of these things you did not see me pick up in the video because it was hot, like I said, and I didn't want to take my phone out too much. to overheat it, drain the battery, and stuff like that. But it turned out it was a great hunt, very successful. We had some great finds as always. So let's get right to it. We'll start with the tiles, like I mentioned, that I'm going to start. Let me just get this out real quick so I don't forget. I started mentioning I'm just going to start picking up all the tiles. I started picking up the colored tiles in previous videos, so this is what I have so far, kind of like camo green, light blue, and like peach pinkish. But there's also so many other tiles. I'm assuming they're like bathroom or industrial tiles. Like I said, I'm going to start taking those as well. So yeah, there's blues, yellows, and then like hexagon or octagon, whatever those are. But yeah, eventually, I don't know how many I'll collect to put them on my Etsy shop. But yeah, so those are just the tiles. There's so many out there. Yeah, very industrial spot, like I've mentioned before. And then to the tile finds. We'll start with the non-glass finds. Just a nice piece of edge of a plate. You can see it has nice H cracks, kind of hard to see, but yeah, nice. Looks like yeah, flower pattern, floral pattern. Then we got a nice light green tile. I like, or piece of pottery maybe, but yeah, I like stuff like this. It reminds me kind of like Middle East, not Middle, yeah, Mediterranean, sorry, stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, very cool. Sorry if I cough or have a little sniffle stuff. I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold cough. And then we got this interesting thing. Somebody mentioned maybe it was a cat or something. Apologies that the light is not so good. I am doing this in the evening. But yeah, it looks like it may have, I don't know, sat on something, broke off something. There is some sort of maybe writing at some point that is now gone. But yeah, this will, I don't know what this will do, but yeah, just a cool find. Got this nice 4-leaf clover charm. It is plastic. Got a key. Always good finding a key, as well as a die. It is a pretty cool one. I did Google images, and it did say this is a specific kind of type of die, something with a CH and E's and S and maybe X or something. But yeah, Chess or X or something maybe. But yeah, this is cool. Love finding dies. And then I mentioned this T. That's why I pulled out that over there. But yeah, here's the T. Like I mentioned, I found the G previously. So obviously they are together. So yeah, maybe I'll find more of whatever this is eventually. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if it's plastic or acrylic or dried epoxy or something. But yeah, very cool there. Now on to the, glass finds. I guess we'll start with the marbles, 3 marbles. Well, I do like the swirls. The blue one is just a really nice shade of blue, and it's worn down very nicely. We got a nice cobalt blue as well, matching this piece and the die kind of. It's a piece of vitrite, so this was the bottom to old light bulbs. We got this piece, I don't know if it said Glenbrook or something, but yeah, probably some sort of milk of magnesia, something similar like that, something like, why am I blanking out? Something like, it'll come to me, from Baltimore. Bromo seltzer, I'm guessing, something similar for your stomach, stuff like that. We got a nice blob top, like a forest green blob top. So this is a top to an old bottle. It would have the flip lid with white porcelain top. And then this piece, very interesting color, design, shape. I did recently see a post that maybe this is a railroad light. Excuse me, very cool. I think this is from an insulator. You can see it says JUN. I think that's a date, the patent date. We got 2 nice cork top, probably from medicine or extract bottles. This will be last. But then just nice pieces of glass colors. This is somewhat pinkish, purplish lavender from the manganese in the glass reacting to the UV light over time turns it a pinkish purplish. And then we got nice 2 pieces of UV uranium or Vaseline glass. You can see a little bit. This one is a little darker. I will put images if you haven't seen. I'll probably put it before this when I find them. A picture of what they look like with the UV lights. So look for that previously in the video. And then the find of the day, of the hunt, is this beautiful acrylic, 99% sure, elephant. So it makes sense why I wasn't able to tell if it was plastic or glass, why it was light. It's because it's actually acrylic. I posted it onto some Facebook groups, and the posts, a couple of them blew up. I think one of them had 10,000 likes, I want to say, almost, which is, yeah, crazy. But yeah, some said it was crystal, it was this, it was that, but eventually someone posted what they had. It's basically the exact replica, but in red. You see here, there's a broken part. There was a key ring there that attached to a string, a necklace support, something like that. Hers was red, and it had the same exact bottom, and then it also had the same hexagonal pattern, stuff like that. So she got hers in the mid-90s from the Cleveland Zoo, actually, from a souvenir shop. So yeah, really cool to be able to identify that. It makes sense that it's not glass or crystal, how it was able to survive. I'm thinking maybe it was an offering at some point, like previous videos where I found that spoon, and then years ago I used to find the figures of Ganesh, I want to say, and stuff like that. But yeah, so however it got there, I don't know, but I'm very happy to find it. Still looking for my first glass figurine, but yeah, we'll take that. As always, check down below for my Etsy shop, and as always, when you're out there, please pick up some trash. Beep beep.